Hello, this is Jonathan Moore, and these are my deliverables for week 5. So, for this past week, I have worked on improving my player controller and the animations that we will be using for our in-game characters. So, in my scene, I added a little bit more test objects to jump around and move around with, and I moved my player model, our test player model, above this kind of like tall structure, kind of just represent like a building. So if I go in and play, so as of right now, I attached the camera to the player, and it can look up and down. It could rotate the player left and right depending on how I'm moving my mouse currently. The controls are still basically the same. There's still some refinement required until we are satisfied with the movement and animations for our players. I did add a jump state so that whenever the player hits the space bar, the character will jump. The animations are a little bit slow. I'm going to have to go in and speed them up a little bit just so it kind of like looks like they're jumping as soon as they leave the ground. If I jump off this structure, there is a loop animation for falling, which was that. So whenever the player is falling, the feet will kind of just hang there, kind of just representing a character in the game falling. We still have our sprint function, or state I should say, so the player can sprint around faster than normal. There is a crouch function, so the characters can now crouch. And we do have an aiming state, so now whenever the player holds down the right mouse button, the player will now aim down, or do the aim down animation. We will be adding some form of weapon model for our characters. That will be coming a little later. So right now, whenever the player aims down their weapon, or theoretically aims down their weapon, they will move a little bit slower, so kind of like slows down their movement so they can aim a little bit better. Beyond that, that is it for my deliverables. For this coming week, I will be completing up the player controller, adding a little bit more functionality to the players and how their movement and animations interact with the rest of the environment. Beyond that, I think that's it for my deliverables. Thank you, and we'll have more stuff coming soon. Thank you.